Good afternoon, YouTube family. Today is Monday, January 6th, 2025. It's your man, Big D, and I'm back with another one. First and foremost, my son and I, we appreciate you all for continuing to rock with us from 2024 to 2025. We understand that there's a lot going on in this world and that people need things to refocus their anxieties on, to find pleasure and peace. So my son and I, we would like to believe that when you go over to his channel and you consume the content, you will have something or you will receive something that will help you grow. And at the bare minimum, help you find some form of peace. For that, he and I thank you. Family, no matter what you do, you must always choose your peace in lieu of chaos. You see, family, a lot of us were in situations, whether it was on a job or whether you in a relationship with somebody, and we put up with BS all through 2024. And before January 1st rolled around, we said to ourselves, man, you know what? I ain't putting up with that. I ain't putting up with that no more. I gotta move on. This just ain't working for me. But then guess what happens? Happy New Year's. And you still dealing with the same BS. So now, I ask you, is it worth your peace? Is that wet poo nanny, that tight box, is it worth your peace? Ladies, just cause Pookie piping you down 12 inches a long stroke, but he's stressing your ass out, is it worth your peace? See, family, I understand that in life, and whenever you're dealing with other human beings, that no one's perfect. And by far am I perfect. Far from. And I always believe that if, as an individual, I sought to be a peace bringer instead of bringing chaos, that it will benefit me not just in my personal life, but in my career field and also in my relationships. Well, family, let me tell you, you can be a peace bringer all you want, but if other folk ain't on that same mindset, no matter how much you may want to be a peace bringer, you still gonna find chaos. So sometimes in certain situations, you just gotta walk away. You gotta wash your hands and you just gotta walk away from it. Now, I'm not saying walk away from your $70, $80, $90, $100,000 job because, hey, listen, we're in hard times, troubling times, and everybody got to make a wage. Everybody got to pay their bills. So I'm not saying walk away from that because I put up with a lot of chaotic BS in my previous career field. But you know what? I kept dealing with it because there was an ends to the means. But as it comes to your relationships, as you may deal with family, friends, or what have you, if them folk are bringing you nothing but craziness, ask yourself, is it worth your peace? Because once your peace starts to deteriorate, it starts to mess with your sanity. It starts to eat at your brain. Next thing you know, you will never know happiness. And I don't care if you sitting on millions of dollars, but if you dealing with people or a person that's chaotic, selfish, all they care about is them, and they okay with giving you the bare minimum while you pouring it in them about 95%, 100%, they're okay with giving you the bare minimum. And as long as You allow that to happen, you ain't never going to have no peace. So I ask you, how important is your peace? You see, family, more times we try to find peace in people. We try to find happiness in people. You know what? Some of us try to find happiness in things. We got to have the nicest cars, the biggest house, all the bling. But after you have spent all that money, you find that you cannot buy peace, no matter how much money you have. So, family, sometimes we have to just walk away from certain things, certain situations, certain people. And we can't keep going year after year, making these New Year's resolutions that we never live up to. So I was listening to a young man today on the MABW channel. And he said something that made a lot of sense. That young man said, I don't make New Year's resolutions because why do I gotta wait till the end of the year on the precipice of the next year to make a resolution? See, a resolution. See, most times people make resolutions. That means that they know that certain aspects of their life is effed up, and they know they need to do better. So, but what they'll do is they'll put off today for tomorrow. So in their mind, if I go ahead, I'll just go ahead and wait till the end of the year. I'm going to go ahead and just deal with the BS, keep on dealing with this chaoticness. And I'm going to wait till the end of the year. I'm going to make my New Year's resolution and I'm going to make a change next year. But guess what? The next year coming, you still dealing with the same BS. You still moving the same way. You ain't made no changes. So why wait till the end of the year to make a New Year's resolution to do whatever it takes to make sure that you have peace? You should do that every day. Don't wait till the end of the year. Don't wait till 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, because you need to live in the now. Because 2026 you may never live to see it. So I ask you again, is it worth your peace? Is this person worth your peace? Are these things worth your peace? Because sometimes we find ourselves thinking that we can buy peace, that we can find peace in this box over here, or we can find peace in this meat over here. And that's for the ladies. But at the end of it, you ain't got no peace. You ain't no better than you were the year prior. So we have to do better in the respect that we must put us first and we must put our peace first. And I get on here and say that all the time, and I'm guilty of it because sometimes you get in this thing called a routine. And when you're dealing with people that you've been dealing with for a while, and, you say, man, you know what? I don't even know why I'm even doing this because it seemed like we ain't really getting nowhere, but you still keep dealing with them. And that's because you are in a routine mindset. And that right there, my friend, will have you sacrificing your peace. Sometimes we find ourselves trying to be somebody else's happiness and peace while sacrificing our own. We find ourselves trying to make ourselves responsible for somebody else's happiness and peace. But I'm here to tell you that's not the way life works, because every individual person must endure on their own. Because if you can't endure on your own, how you going to endure when you're in a relationship with somebody? So, family, we have to ask ourselves if this is really worth our peace. Is this person really worth our peace? Now, if you find value in this person and it's not a one-way street, Because I'm going to tell you right now, family, ain't no such thing as a perfect person. And no matter who you deal with, it's going to be energy draining. So understand that that's what goes with human beings, because we're not perfect. We're imperfect. But we should strive for perfection. So we have to do better. We have to do better. And we have to recognize that if a person is taken away from our peace, they had better be replacing that peace with something. And I ain't just talking about listen, I ain't talking about just clapping no cheeks. And that's for the gentleman. Because when you get that post-nut clarity and you still not at peace, well, that's a problem. Ladies, just because he piping you down, daddy long stroke, at the end of it, if that's all he can do for you, well, guess what? You're going to find yourself still not being at peace. So, first and foremost, we got to take a look at self first. We got to look at that person in the mirror and say, hey, listen, are you willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that you have peace of mind? And if you're not willing to do that, well, then you're not quite ready to get off the merry-go-round. Because until you are ready to get off the merry-go-round, meaning that you're willing to give up anything and everybody that detracts from your peace, and particularly the ones that are not replacing that peace with something, well, then that's the problem. But only until you are ready and you understand your worth, well, you know what? You're going to have to stay on that merry-go-round and you're going to have to ride it until a light bulb comes on. So family, in closing, I ask you again, what is your peace worth? Some of us will sell our peace off for pennies on the dollar and get minimal in return. Choose you first, family. Choose your peace. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.